Coming back at you with a new host. You know, you do look better there than I do, I'll tell you that much. Here's your grape juice. Pandering to the crowds who think I'm a good parent. Can I sit in my chair? Hey there, welcome to Tail Slaters. I'm Darren Murphy, part of Cineview. I am sitting in the dark here because of my wonderful thought outfulness. The key is part of the demonstration. I've already addressed them. I have two that are set to profile 3, which is CCT HSI. Takes up 7 channels. And I figured I would take one of our guys and do the most complicated, which is I think profile 32, which is all 48 pixels. So I did all that, set it up, turned the camera on, and I realized like my key light's not on. And you set it up in the app. Again, forward thinking. CUES is something I feel is absent from the internet, and I keep searching for Sidus One. How do I use CUES? I know that Aputure has one, I assume, coming, because in their tutorial series they have like a list of episode 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 4 says CUES. And when you get to 3 in the playlist, it jumps to something else. There's no 4. And there's people in the comments saying, where's 4? Well, here's 4. Add a new fixture. I've already configured this as a wireless transceiver. It's already doing things. Now I'm just going to be setting up the lights. So they're all InfiniBars, DB12. I set up channel 1 and channel 8 as mode 3, so we'll set up those together. Just see here we have everything set. So let's confirm that. So I'll set up 2 InfiniBars and save that. I think I could have set up the 3rd one right away, but let's just come out and go back in. Add new fixtures. Yeah, I could have just stayed here, like I said. We're gonna add another InfiniBar, DB12, and now we're gonna go down to mode 32. Next. See, defaults to channel 15. Wonderful. Confirm. So that should be all the channels we require for our little demonstration. I'm gonna save that. Now you can see on our stage is lit up on the right-hand side. We could have renamed these, but I chose to just leave them alone. InfiniBar 1, 2, and 3. Now before this episode, I already went ahead with these fixtures and paired them. It should be talking to this device. You can see right now, you probably can't see, but all 3 lights are illuminated. It's set up as an access point. I have this set to ArtNet because I still can't get SACN to work. So I always just stick with ArtNet. So in theory, everything should be talking, but let's find out. Let's try our key light. Key light turned on, it's a good sign. Let's just turn on the other 2. So I'm gonna hide. I'm actually gonna remove this from the stage. Turns off that. Let's turn on our other 2. So 1, 2. Let's just make them a color just to make them a little bit easier to identify. So channel 1, that's my son trying to be quiet. Channel 1 is just our standard profile, CCT HSI. Let's just set that to purple. And then our other fixture, which is our pixel control. Let's, while that just happened, I know it's a slight tangent, but it is related. I have been noticing a little flicker flash happening while working with the Sidus One. I don't know for sure that it's the Sidus One that's doing this, or if it's just the InfiniBars having some sort of a firmware weirdness. I did check to make sure they are all at the latest firmware. The box is also at the latest firmware. But anyway, just a little side note tangent. Thanks for the horns, buddy. It's really helpful. Huh? What'd you say? All right, we'll send that one to blue, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring back in the key. I honestly don't know why I took that out, but let's just add the key back into the stage. And you do that just by selecting it, and now it's back. And it comes back in at 0. Crank it back up. It should still be at the same temperature it was, which is 5600 HMI, which is slightly warmer. So now all of our lights are on. And you gotta fly? Well, okay, I don't want it. He died? Oh, I'm sorry. That's sad. Okay, we'll put him outside. We can bury him in the garden. Nathan found a fly, dead. Died on our premises. Very into bugs, so now we have to give him a little funeral. She's alive. Okay, never mind. Skip the funeral. Yeah. She's okay? Yeah. Okay. She's just pretending? Anyway, so while we're here, as we go into tangents, I think can I reorder these? I can't remember. Yeah, I can reorder those, so that's nice. Because I did name them 1, 2, and 3. Again, you can name them other things. edit by double clicking. You can edit the fixture name. I think you can also go into management. You can also edit the fixture name here. This is also where you can delete them. Hitting the X on the stage, it simply clears it from the stage. It does not delete the fixture. Because if you go over to the left here and scroll down, you can see they're all still here, and you can add them back to the stage. Now, if you add them back to the stage, they've just lost everything you've done. Everything is now reset to 0. You're starting over again. There is also an all. If you look under fixtures, you can create groups. You can also just select all. There's a master slider here to the left that does control everything. One might turn some things on. It's a little confusing when you add the all, because right now it says 100%. It's like, okay, well, it's not. If you start fiddling with it now, it'll grab all of them. But as you can see, whatever it had on it, whatever all was probably last set to, now everything is that. Everything's at 100%. This kind of like, if I take them, let's just take them all off. You can also hit the clear button down here. That'll clear everything and add them back in. While we're looking at this, again, slight little tangent, but if you did want to group anything, like let's say I wanted the 2 fixtures that were not the key, let's say I wanted them to be in a group, I can add the fixtures to a group here. You can also, when you're in fixture management, you can go to groups. Here you can add a new group. So 2 different ways to do the same thing. So let's take, what was it? 2 and 3, right? No, 1 and 3. I know, yeah. 1 and 3 are not the key, I believe, if I'm right. So let's just call this, I mean, not the most creative name, but we'll call it not the key. Okay, done. Confirm. Close out of this. So now if I add not the key into this, and I take these both up, everything that's not the key is on, and they're in, for whatever reason, 5600 looks like, yep. Why not that? You got the fly? Oh. I'll keep you updated on the fly. I know you all want to know. All right, so let's take that out. Let's just add our fixtures back in. 1, 2, and 3. Let's grab our key. We'll keep that at 5600. Let's do regular standard 5600. We'll bring that up to give myself some kind of light. And we'll bring back up number 1. Forget what I had it at, but let's just call that purple. And we'll bring up number 3, and we'll do that as a blue. Now, this does have HSIC plus because it's got the pixel control. You got the fly?
Yeah.
What?
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Oh,
you want to play with? So he's gonna play with the colors. What was I doing? Okay, so we'll leave that to your chosen color. Let's leave that alone. Hey, I'm recording a video. Like, right? See that little red dot? That means there's recording me talking about how all this works. And so they don't want to watch it. Well, maybe they do. But I'm sure some people would love to watch an hour-long video of you and I bantering about it. Yeah. How about I try to get through this? Because you have karate in 40 minutes. All right, so let's talk about cues. Let's try to create a cue. We're going to try to create a cue with 1 fixture. I'm going to get rid of everybody. So I basically cleared the stage, same thing as the clear button. Let's throw in just Infinibar number 1, this guy here. Okay, let's just bring it up to, let's say 100%, and still purple. Let's go ahead and record a cue. So you can see down under M1.
Pause.
Pause? Why? You have something important?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you got?
I got
You got the fly?
Yeah, now I kill it.
You killed the fly? Click record to add a sequence. So now we're looking at this stack underneath. Cue stack name, cues and timing, status, actions, and master. So I'm going to hit the record on the right hand side. There's a little green button. It's going to bring up create a cue. First thing you can do, you can name a cue, you can name whatever you want. I'll leave it as Q1. So then the question becomes, what do you want it to do? The button action. It can hold, it can bump, it can latch, or it can wait a certain amount of time. Let's go ahead and just try and record one and see what happens. I'm going to try and do a very, very simple one. If I clear the stage, you can see record is not even an option. It's dim because there's not. You need to tell which fixture what to do. Once you've created the cue, you can go and edit it and add different fixture stuff, but we will get into that. But still, let's add Infinibar 1, which is our single pixel, not our key. Record is now green, it's illuminated. I can actually click on it. Hit record. Let's try the hold. Q1 is going to be our name. Let's just add a 10-second fade. You can see at the bottom it's kind of like it's flashing up and down like it's creating it. And let's just see what happens. Now right now it's on the stage and it's at 0. I have a cue that is affecting InfiniBar1. The question is, which will win? Will the cue work or will the stage overwrite? I believe the stage will, I don't know why I'm pointing to the key. Will the cue do the cue or will the stage tell it to remain at 0? Let's try, let's see what happens. Okay, I'm hitting it. Okay, I think it's done because it's saying next. So you can also hit next, there's nothing next. But if there was, it would do the next thing. If you click and hold next, you have the option to unload it, which is basically saying, hey, reset. Let's try clearing the stage. Now I took that fixture out. So what I think is happening, and this makes some sense, I think, is that the cue is telling it something to do, and the stage is telling it something to do. Again, I don't know what those little intermittent flashes are. You can see there's nothing. There's nothing on the stage. There's nothing telling any of the fixtures to suddenly pulse by or anything. Anyway, let's try the cue. I'll probably turn, I don't know why I had the key off. Oh, that's right, I turned the key off so we can do this uninterrupted. Now let's run the cue. It is going through a crossfade, you notice here. I haven't seen where to fix that yet. It's going towards that blue, but it's taking 10 seconds to get there. But it's still doing something, okay? Mini victories. It's doing what I asked it to do. It's taking 10 seconds to get to blue. Let's go into the edit cue sequence to see what it's doing. So you can see hold at the bottom. If I click on hold, it'll give me the option to change it, which is nice. Let's change it to wait time. It's gonna wait. Let's make it not take so long. Let's say it's gonna wait 2 seconds. And let's make the fade less. Let's make the fade like 4 seconds. Actually, you know what? Let's just make the fade. Let's just make no fade. Save it. There's no fade in, so it's just turn on. It should wait 2 seconds. And then at the end, what do we want it to do? We can have it unload, meaning like just drop it. Hold the last cue. We can bounce, which I assume bounce would mean go back the other way. So maybe you can have it go back and back and back and back and back. It makes some sort of sense. I cannot connect to a master because we don't have a second one yet. Let's just leave it on loop for now. Let's get out of here. Let's add a stop it because it auto runs itself. Let's add another cue, the same fixture. Let's set it where we want it. Because what was it, blue? Let's say it's green. Let's say it's green at 197%. Let's record. Create a new cue at the end of the current master. Override the current cue or merge the cue. And you want it to hold. Let's do another wait time. 5 seconds, fine. We're going to call it Q2. And we're creating a new cue at the end of the current master. So it basically means, and we'll go and look at this. Let's just say, okay, let's just go look at it. Let's look at the cue sequence. First we'll look at the cue stack list. So you can see now there's Q1, Q2. Here you can also double click and edit. Cue stack 2 is 1 and then 2. Edit the cue sequence. You can now see we've added a second cue in the M1. At the very left you see it says M1 cue stack. This is cue stack 02. So it's gonna no fade. It's gonna go to Q1. It's gonna hold it for 2 seconds. Right now there's 0 fade. So it should just snap to green. And it should wait 5 seconds. And then it says loop. Let's see what that means. Loop, I would imagine, means it's gonna go back to the beginning and keep doing this. Let's add a couple of like little fades. Let's add like 1 second fades. Just so it's not so jarring. Say 1 and 1. Save. All right, let's try that. Now again, I should need to clear the stage, just so fixture 1 isn't being screwed with. Because from what I've seen so far, the stage wins. If the fixture is on the stage, the cue is not going to tell the fixture to stop. Let's just run it and see. So let me clear the stage and let's run it. See what happens. So it took 1 second. Now it's going to hold. 1 second, and it's going to hold. And then it says loop. So what does loop mean? All right, and it's looping. Going back to blue, back to green. Holding for 5 seconds. And it's looping. It's doing a cue. That's not too bad. We're gonna pause now so that my son can go to karate and learn some much needed discipline. All this is gonna get cut out. I don't know why I'm still talking. This is Nathan. He made this in school. That's sure when. Maybe yesterday. You didn't make it. Where did it come from? The teacher made this?